Vidnight Society,
a spooky music video show. Today's episode will be about Will Smith's music video catalog.
The horror meister himself.
Yeah, the ghost with the most, Will Smith. I'm Kevin John James. I'm joined by my guaranteed video compatriots,
Neil Ciceriga.
And Ryan Murphy. For the Gen Zers out there who have been born since the Willennium, let's take a trip back in time to see the singer-songwriter before he was a movie star. He made music. Will Smith is actually, in a weird way, one of the pioneers of American hip-hop. Really, jokes aside, he was a huge factor in getting hip-hop into the mainstream.
TV now. A couple of years ago, two boys from Philadelphia got together, broke onto the international music scene with a rap song called Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble. Well, that song went all over the charts. It made him very famous all over the world.
His very clean, sanitized version of hip-hop pretty much entered the zeitgeist into our households through The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his first TV show. But before that, he did do a handful of projects as his stage name, The Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Second build to DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yes.
And they were kind of a duo. And they were kind of like a late 80s MTV staple for a little while.
I'm DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Hey, yo, I'm the Prince.
And I'm Ready Rock C.
Hold up, bust this. We want to let everybody know where it's at. It's right here.
Yo, MTV Raps.
And I think the first video we're going to cover is
Parents Just Don't Understand.
Parents Just Don't Understand.
from 1988.
He'd been doing stuff for a couple of years at this point, but this is when he broke out and became an MTV youth culture guy for the first time.
Directed by Scott Calvert, who later on in his career would direct The Basketball Diaries.
Yeah.
But at this stage, he was sort of like a pinch hitter for this record label. He did a lot of music videos. He did one for Cyndi Lauper. He did some for Tupac, Salt and Pepper, Bare Naked Ladies,
Cool Mo D, who'll come up later.
and the Fat Boys, who will probably come up later. A lot of the DJ Jazzy Jeff Fresh Prince videos from this time kind of looked like this.
Yeah.
But it's an undeniably fun formula.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nowadays, it almost seems like a parody of itself, but at the time, this is kind of tongue-in-cheek, kid-friendly hip-hop. But it ain't all kid-friendly, we'll get to that.
No, I really like all the in-camera cheapo visual effects.
His giant watch and stuff.
When he's snoring at the beginning and they use fishing line to pull up and push back the hairs in the bed, that kind of thing. They do that gag a few times in this video, like when someone's, I think it's his mother's throwing a bunch of clothing out of a bureau. It's clearly just socks with like string on it and someone off camera is pulling the string. Hard not to like this, like hard not to get a kick out of that. And I wonder if that was part of the charm even back in '88.
I love that Will Smith has a little hole in his armpit, like to show that he's just a kid or something. He's got a little, like, they clearly could have fixed it, like, who cares?
Yeah.
We were looking at this video, and the first thing you notice is all like the kind of like faux graffiti art on the backgrounds. I found an interview with Greg Harrison, the production designer, and basically everyone, the actors, all like contributed to the artwork and added their own custom.
You don't
tags.
say.
But it's good. It's they cited like Keith Haring style artwork, and I think I saw Pee-wee's Playhouse thrown around a bit, and
Absolutely.
would have been the right time. 1988, I think Pee-wee's Playhouse came on 87, and it's Paul Rubens just died at the time of this recording, and I've been hearing
days
a lot of
ago.
people talk about what an influence that show was on what people wanted things to look like, especially if you had a limited budget but a lot of character.
Greg Harrison, the production designer, he'll come up later in the program. There's another video we'll talk about later that he helped resurrect into the public consciousness 5 years ago.
Greg Harrison, yeah. He also did some of the art that shows up in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air intro, I think, when he's on the throne, yeah.
Yes. It almost feels like a parody of the Fresh Prince intro, but this came out first. He's this charismatic, affable, likable guy. He sides with the kids over mom and dad. He's not Macaulay Culkin doing hip-hop on a Michael Jackson video. He is a hip-hop artist.
You could see this being aired in between cartoons.
So the girl of the video, the babe,
The babe.
I believe is played by a woman whose name is Vanessa Williams, but she's not the Miss America.
Not Vanessa, yeah.
But she's the babe of the video that he steals his parents' Porsche, goes out for a joyride, picks her up. Then they're flirting. The lines are about him like putting her hand up his leg and stuff. And then he gets arrested. The cops pull him over, and then just like Well, it turns out she was a 12-year-old runaway. Anyway.
I almost had a heart attack that day. Come to find out the girl was a 12-year-old runaway.
They really do gloss over that.
I do like all the fake driving shots.
I love that. The steering wheel isn't attached.
They got like the fog machine going, but it's just pointed. They don't even have a fan going. It's just it's a vague sense of movement.
I like when he's arrested and Fresh Prince is brought to the lineup. And the angle of the lens in the cheap lineup height chart implies he's 7 feet tall. You could tell they would just set up lenses on a white background, like a white paper canvas, and just go nuts. Like anything we add is more. It's a smart way to produce a video that's 5 minutes long in like a day and a half and constantly have new things to look at.
Apparently it was just a 1-day, 18-hour shoot. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
The whole video.
My God, it works. I think it's a smart video to start with here because there are different chapters of Will Smith's music career. We're trying really hard to stick to talking about Will Smith, the musician. But this is undeniably, as you put it, this is what got his face in suburban homes.
Yes.
This is what got that show made, clearly.
Take it from me, parents just don't understand.
I think like right from the start, just the amount of charisma and just like how cute he was.
Yeah.
Everyone must have been like, this guy's going to be a movie star. This guy's going to be on TV.
Yeah.
He must have had people surrounding him right away because he just has
That energy.
so he's just so funny in these videos.
He turned out a lot of big offers at this time. He was offered multiple movies, TV shows. I mean, he obviously went with the Fresh Prince. This period of his career, the 1988 Parents Just Don't Understand. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper. That's the album it's off of. This is where you see the seed sown. Like you see, like this guy's really hungry to blow up, and he's putting the effort in. That's a long ramble, but he knew what he had going on. I want to do a little quiz here.
Okay, there we go.
I call this quiz Will Smith Music. Neil, for 1 point, what Will Smith song samples Forget Me Nots by Patrice Rushen?
That's Men in Black.
1 point, Neil. Ryan, what song does Will Smith sample Just the Two of Us by Bill Withers and Grover Washington?
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Oh, I can picture it in my head.
Just the Two of Us.
Oh, yeah.
What song does Will Smith?
Not the stupid Shark Tale thing he did. And it's not Men in Black, and it's not Hancock. I don't remember. It must be it's
Just the Two of Us by Will Smith samples Just the Two.
Against the world.
Was that a tie into a movie?
You don't remember this song?
Oh, I know the song. That's why it's just so vague. Like, what was it for? Like, nothing? Just for its... That's it?
God, no. You're stuck in movie land.
Okay, yeah. Neil has 1 point. Ryan's got 0. Neil, for 2 points, it's a little harder. What Will Smith song samples He's the Greatest Dancer by Sister Sledge?
One night in the disco on the outskirts of Frisco, I was cruising.
I don't know.
For 1 point, I'll give you one more hint. The same song samples another song. What Will Smith song samples Sang and Dance by Barkays?
I'll just guess, is it Miami?
No, it's Getting Jiggy With It.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, for 2 points.
Here we go.
What Will Smith song samples Rock the Casbah by The Clash?
Now I'm overthinking it. Now I'm thinking, did he just cover Rock the Casbah by Will Smith? Did he just... Well, it's not Wild Wild West.
Okay, I'll give you one more hint. For 1 point, it also samples Super Rapid by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
It was a party night, everybody was breaking, the highs was screaming and the bass was shaking, and it won't be long till it.
I don't know.
That's Will 2K, which is basically just Rock the Casbah with Will Smith.
Yeah.
And do what with it? Here it comes.
Neil, this is harder. So this
That's good.
Will Smith song samples 3 songs at once for 3 points, and the beat goes on by the Whispers.
Okay.
I'll give you another clue if you don't know it.
Another clue, please.
Conga by Miami Sound Machine.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel
Is this Miami?
Miami.
It's Miami.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
That's 2 points. And Neil's got 3 points. And the music video edit also has You'll Be Mine Party Time by Gloria Estefan. Ryan,
Not doing great today, but that's okay.
you might still be able to win for 3 points. The Humpty Dance, Digital Underground.
Yep.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to.
Do you know what song it is?
Does he use some of that in the Nightmare on Elm Street song?
He does not. Okay. Okay, for 2 points, I Wish by Stevie Wonder.
Wild Wild West?
It's Wild Wild West. So you guys tied 3 points.
Okay.
Your last hint would have been Will Smith also sampled Wild Wild West by Cool Mo D.
If you ever riff with either one of us, break out before you get bum rushed at the wall.
Mid 90s, it was like the height of sample based songs, and I like that stuff. I know what you mean with like Wild Wild West taking the hook from the Cool Mo D song and like, yeah, free. Not really though. It's just Stevie Wonder and Cool Mo D. I don't know what the
And there's a bass line from a third song. I just when hearing out the other.
I do like going on whosampled.com, looking up songs, and it shows you like, here's where this sample comes from, here's where this one, gives you like the timestamps and everything. Because I mean, anytime I hear like Forget Me Nots on the radio, I'm like, yeah, I can see.
He's gonna be the
Is it gonna be Men in Black? No, but
You ever have that? You ever have like a song that's like,
Oh, yeah.
like you get excited, like, oh, I'm gonna hear John Cougar Mellencamp, but it's Jessica Simpson.
yeah.
That happened to me and my father a lot. Speaking of songs that Will Smith samples or recreates, Men in Black. '96 is when Men in Black comes out.
Yep.
97.
96 is Independence Day. And by this point, which I think was around the tail end of Fresh Prince, now he's a movie star. You can sell a movie on Will Smith. Like the Fresh Prince? Nope, you don't have to include that anymore. He's Will Smith.
Look at you! Ship all banged up! Who's the man? Huh? Who's the man? Wait till I get another plane!
And he must have surrounded himself with the right people. Scientologist me. But he clearly surrounded himself with some good people too, who went, time to move on from there. You don't want to be Flava Flav, who's 3 months older than Mike Pence, still doing Flava Flav. It's time to move on.
He got out of the shadow of the late 80s hip-hop scene.
Yes.
It's interesting, yeah, because he was huge in Independence Day, but he didn't have a song attached to it.
It would be weird.
But then, yeah, it's basically kind of like the next year he comes out with, was Getting Jiggy with It.
97 was Getting Jiggy with It, Just the Two of Us, Miami, Men in Black, and Men in Black, the movie.
Cash cow. The man's like shitting money. He can't stop making money.
Well, what was he doing musically in like the first half of the 90s?
He had Summertime, which is a great video.
Yeah, it kind of fell by the wayside. We watched a bunch of his music videos, and I think there were a few attempts, but it was really that post-blockbuster summer where he had all these huge songs all of a sudden.
Now we're in the world of it's a tie-in to the movie.
Yeah.
We never make music videos anymore that tie into movies, and Will Smith mastered this practice.
I mean, I can think of like movie tie-in music videos from the 80s where they would get like a big pop star like Cyndi Lauper with the Goonies, and she'd be like hanging out with like the cast of that movie, or like the St. Elmo's Fire video that's really bad.
Yeah.
Where the very last 30 seconds of the video is the guy singing the song, just kind of hanging out with the cast, and they're all smiling. Can you think of a time when a movie had a lead actor that was like this super charismatic singer that could come out and do the single?
The triple threat singer, actor, like old school Hollywood of like, it's the biggest single of the summer for the biggest movie of the summer for the biggest, like it's EGOT territory.
Like Leo DiCaprio didn't sing My Heart Would Go On.
No, I mean, there's David Bowie in Labyrinth.
For Purple Rain. Yeah, Purple Rain. That's like cheating. I'm talking like the lead actor coming out. It'd be like if Gina Davis had a rap about Earth Girls Are Easy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Men in Black was a comic book series. Most folks had never heard of Men in Black until the movie came out. And the movie was a huge hit.
Freezing the ball flag. What that stand for? Men in Black.
It really indoctrinated you into seeing the movie. It was like it's the marketing ploy of these videos. It's like a 4-minute trailer for the movie, but it happens to be a pretty good one of these. On the whole, it's a good video.
Yeah, yeah.
Like video. Is it a classic?
Not quite.
Music videos were very important, like for pop culture. This is pre-internet, broadband internet. Most American households are still watching music videos exclusively through MTV, VH1. I think this comes kind of close to like that Michael Jackson magic, right?
Yeah, but watching it in the cold heart of day now, the cold light of day now, it's just, it just feels tacky.
Will Smith dancing with that CGI alien felt like, whoa, they have money.
Can you believe it? He's dancing with a CGI character.
It's the new MC
It's
sketch.
never been done.
Yeah.
I don't like cigarettes.
I like to smoke.
I'm looking at Neil's notes here for Men in Black, and he wrote, "Did Will Smith learn the Men in Black card trick?"
He's got the MIB card that goes,
Yeah.
he can do anything. It's cool. I think he really did it. I don't think that's a special effect.
I bet he knows close-up magic. I bet he's like really entertaining.
Gets the party started.
Everything looked like this. Everyone thought the future wasn't going to be flat screen TVs. They were thinking about round TV. Everything's going to be round and inconvenient and difficult to work with.
So there's a bunch of those stupid portholes.
He's got the black jumpsuit.
Yeah, with the patch with the alien on the.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't call attention to it. There's a lot of footage of Will Smith in this black Rothko jumpsuit with just like a generic alien head on the arm.
I love the move where they like tilt their heads with the sunglasses. All right, now the CGI alien. That's cool. Mikey? Oh, he had a name. Mike.
He did have a name.
Because he's in the movie. Slimer?
He's the one that Tommy Lee Jones's character.
He kills it.
Yes, he does kill it with a lot of goo, It's a big part of the film that some people are too old to have their jobs, and it's time for other people to get their fucking jobs, especially in the government.
They take ingredients from the movie that the audience would like to see. Like, hey, let's get more of that cool alien Mikey. Well, Tommy Lee Jones murders it in the first minute. So,
yeah.
In the Wild Wild West video, they did a similar thing. We're like, it'd be cool if Salma Hayek and Will Smith were a couple. Well, that's not in the movie. That doesn't matter. Just do it. Just do it. People don't want to see that. So just fucking do it.
Yeah.
What else you got from Men in Black?
I was saying I wish Tommy Lee Jones was in the music video. So
Oh, me too.
would you prefer if instead of the CGI alien, there was a CGI Tommy Lee Jones?
like Crazy Taxi CGI of Tommy Lee Jones. And there's got close-ups of Will Smith like,
Whoa, we got him.
what happened?
He said no. His last line in the music video is just sorry. It neuralizes the audience.
Oh, right.
What do you guys think of the big like Lego brick background? Like,
I'm not a gambling man, money on the table. I was like, well, that's CGI, but it's not.
no way. Yeah, no way. Not for that era. Like, it'd be real obvious if they keyed it. In my mind's eye, I remembered it being like a CG element. I think it might just be like this big rectangle they had, and they painted the shading on it to make it look like lines from casting on it.
Yeah.
It's got this cool optical illusion vibe to it that fits that first movie like a glove.
Yeah, the weird big industrial stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's an alright music video.
Okay, let's give it a B.
Oh yeah,
Solid B.
Yeah, if you've got to make one of these,
the dancing, it's all fun stuff. But we're gonna use half of this segment to talk about the sequel to this movie.
Yes, we are.
Men in Black 2, which came out 5 years later,
2002.
had the song Nod Ya Head.
That's the subtitle though. It's called Black Suits
Suits
Coming.
Coming. Now,
Nod your head.
the thing about this video is
It sucks.
this was when Will Smith was like, get places to be. Should we talk about the song? Or is it bad form to talk about these songs? And should we just focus?
No, we can talk about the
The
song.
song's fucking terrible. Yeah. You defended this song yesterday. You literally just wrote, it's a good song. That was the text you sent me, and I read the big song. It's a 6-second loop.
No, I don't know. I'll say this. Yeah.
It's a key change. 1 point.
All right. The music is doesn't sound. It sounds kind of cheap and thin, and like it's not based on a great sample the way Men in Black is.
And as we discussed, this is the same year as the original of the many, many Spider-Folk. The first Spider-Man came out. Big production delays because of September 11th.
Yeah. Spider-Man, the production was able to be changed early enough that it didn't like destroy the second and third act of the movie.
The tragedy of 9/11 is not the reason that this song sucks.
Well, originally, I guess Will Smith.
Maybe it is. I don't know. But
So have no fear, just let me see you nod your head.
Wes Borland
From Limp Bizkit was asked to do the sample, and he said, no, thank you.
Yeah. So I think they just kind of whipped together like, yeah, it doesn't sound, it's the guitars, it just doesn't work that well. But I think it's a good song because I think Will Smith puts in a good delivery in it. Nod your head.
I agree. His delivery is good, but these lyrics, good God.
Okay, what's your problem?
we go.
Lyric?
Yo, I'm dangerous. I've been trained to bust. When the strangerous try to endanger us, praise me, y'all. Don't nothing praise me, y'all. When they see me, they gaze be all crazy, y'all. They say I'm a myth. Trust me, if somebody rips out of the depths of your imagination, appears Will Smith. It's this chick, right? Sarlina, making me sick, right? Earth is worthless to her. She be tripping like threatening me and my men's, trying to be the light. Thinking she's Superwoman or Black Kryptonite. Finish whatever you start, son. I'm the best looking crime fighter since myself in part 1. These lyrics they're funny. This is what you want. He's really what you want.
Don't you understand what you thought I wouldn't come again? Leave you hanging without bringing you the fun again.
This music video, I always like to point this out. This music video is available on Will Smith's official YouTube channel. Not all the videos we discuss meet that merit. This video opens on a giant marquee in space on a satellite station that literally says, like, tonight, Will Smith.
The lyrics are Will Smith, not Agent J, his character.
This video kind of has a story. It's 4.5 minutes of Will Smith coming out on a satellite to do his badass song in front of an audience of people just foaming at the mouth to see him. There's people in Times Square.
Everything is CGI and green screen.
Everything.
Like mushy 2002, swoopy.
It holds together better than I expected.
Yeah.
This is probably an expensive music video, but you see people around the world and in space.
There's some various species of aliens.
That made me smile. I like the astronauts, like watching. Will Smith comes out, he sings a song about how good the movie's gonna be. And then there's a bridge where Will Smith gets on a hovering platform out of remember that board game Crossfire?
Crossfire, you get caught up in the crossfire.
And he's like singing to everybody like it's an NSYNC concert. He's on wires doing that. And then when he lands the platform back on stage, the lyrics to the song and his body language just become very post-action. Like, all right, well, that's the show, everybody. Like, well, that's it. Take my word for it. It's a great movie, right? I did it again. Like, that's kind of the... He really is just basically standing on an X this whole 4.5 minute video. Well, except there is a rude alien that rushes the stage.
He stops the music. The music stops.
Yep, breakdown.
It's just not an alien at first. It's a woman.
Yeah.
Like a fan.
A groupie,
Yeah.
broke through security.
But then her head rips open and there's an alien monster mouth that comes out. The music stops. They drag the alien away. The tail slaps him. Slaps Will Smith. Get it?
It's here, so have no fear, just
By the way, I'm going to pause right here, though. I just found out that in the 90s, Will Smith was in like this cartoon adaptation of Pinocchio, like a TV show. They'd do a different fairy tale. And Will Smith voices Pinocchio.
Yes.
And his
Jiminy Cricket equivalent.
is voiced by Chris Rock. And there's a rap song where Chris Rock does the rapping, not Will Smith.
He used to be 2 little blocks of wood in the corner of old Georgia store he stood. Till George started carving them out. Without no doubt, we got the glue to turn the party out.
Oh, what a time to be alive. The audience is learning so much.
But to go back to the music video, he gets slapped, his cool glasses fly off, and then like it's so serious.
It's like Chanticleer not singing and the sun still comes up from Rock-a-Doodle.
Okay.
Everyone's like, wait a minute, maybe Will Smith isn't that cool.
No, like
The air gets sucked out of the room. It really feels like the slap.
we already lost so much of 9/11. You can't take this from us too. The nation. If Will Smith is not cool, the terrorists have won.
This little girl comes up and gives him his glasses.
It's directed well. The effects are handled well. I'm pretty sure that little girl wasn't in the same room as Will Smith. I think there's like a composite.
Nobody was in the same room as anyone.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
It's like the only dramatic like friction in the video is he flies around at one point and then he gets slapped by an alien who rushes the stage in front of a live audience. And then that's it.
There's this fucking weird guy with all the arms.
This is DJ.
Yeah,
He might be in the movie.
I think he's in the movie.
I guess. They show him so much, and every time it's like, whoa.
He's hard to look at, and like so many Men in Black characters, their human costume is like off.
I saw Men in Black 2 during a double feature with the first Spider-Man. I'd already seen Spider-Man, so I was seeing it for the second time at a double feature. I got about halfway through Men in Black 2 and I left the theater. It's probably the first movie I ever walked out of.
Wow.
I just knew what I was watching.
Yeah.
I want to see Tommy Lee Jones in a music video. He did those Japanese commercials. Why not for the
Let's call you.
Yeah.
Oh, we did forget one ingredient of this music video. The dumb dog.
Yeah, the pug. You got
Yeah, the dog's back.
Get Tommy Lee Jones, the human pug.
The pug should take a mask off and be Tommy Lee Jones and you should wink.
Yeah, but it's just his head on the dog's body.
Like a vision of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Will 2K is our next. Okay.
Will 2K, everyone.
Like Rick, I can't miss. And we gonna party like it's 19. Hold up, it is.
I'd never seen this music video before,
It's not great.
but I loved it. I kind of loved
I
it.
kind of love it too. Will Smith had the audacity to release an album in 1999 called Willennium.
The Willennium.
It has kind of similar album art to Big Willie's style. Like it's a low angle, like camera on the ground, looking up at him, like making a pose. I mean, I guess it's like a motif of that time period of music. Okay, this video, directed by Robert Caruso.
I believe no relation to the other Carusos.
The director, Robert Caruso, directed the video game Congo, the Lost City of Zinj. Yes. And Welcome to Paradise by Green Day. This video had some crazy pedigree. Bill Pope photographed it. He was the DP. Bill Pope has shot some gorgeous movies. He shot The Matrix, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Darkman, Spider-Man 2,
The first Spider-Man 2.
Fire in the Sky, Clueless, and Blank Check.
Blank Check.
Yeah. But yeah, Bill Pope, kind of a wasted talent in this video, I'm not going to lie. He had done a lot of music videos last time. George Murphy from Industrial Light and Magic was the VFX supervisor. I mean, okay, someone walk through the story of the Will 2K video.
The concept is essentially, it opens in 1999, December 31st, probably about 11:56 or something like that. And it's about to be the party of the lifetime. I have all these people around. I promised them the party of a lifetime. And I have this wonderful machine.
All right, so it's a party. There's a bunch of people there. They're talking about Will Smith.
Who does he think he is? Puff Daddy? No, I'd wait for Puffy. Man, Will Smith is whack.
One guy says, "Oh, he's late. He must have run into some wild traffic."
I can't believe your friend is late to his own party.
You know he's probably caught in some wild traffic.
Do you think this video came out late enough that they knew what Wild Wild West was?
By 99, yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Wild Wild West, was that also 9? No, was that 98 or 99?
99.
All right, so it was probably the same year. It was a concurrent reference.
Imagine going to see a double feature of Wild Wild West and being John Malkovich. Oh, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, Will Smith gets up on the stage. I forget what he says.
Hey, sorry I'm late to my own party because I'm a bad host. I was just picking up my time machine. It's not really a time machine. As Will Smith explains in this amazing behind-the-scenes video.
I have this wonderful machine.
What is he called it a marvelous device.
This is my marvelous machine or something. He doesn't even call it a music video. He says, "Hey, I'm Will Smith and welcome to my video."
This is Will 2K, my brand new video.
A bunch of his videos do this where it's just like this part of the video, everyone has this costume, this part. There's another setting where we all dress like Egyptians and stuff. And then
let's get jiggy with it.
So this one, they kind of like try to have a plot justification for those changes.
You never know where you're going, so you know where you've been.
It's the year 2000. Everyone's thinking about time. Let's do a big, expensive time travel video. So the party becomes kind of like a Prohibition era. Like Will Smith's like in a white suit with a white top hat. He loves that hat. It's in black and white too, which I think is important because there is another time travel segment of this video that's also in black and white.
I mean, they didn't have color back then.
I mean, you can't do that twice. And
all right, so he goes to like the 1940s and he's in the zoot suit as well.
Yeah, and he does like, what's it called? Like a Lindy Hop. It looks straight out of The Mask.
Yep.
Sure.
Totally.
Or 1940s Harlem.
Yeah, but he's literally got like
did it first.
He's got like the big hat and he's got the feather.
I mean, swing music was huge in the 90s. I think The Mask probably was kind of like The Mask in that Chips Ahoy commercial. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
The Gap commercials. Will Smith did it a little bit in this music video.
A little late,
and I kind of would have preferred the whole music video be this because I love watching like actual talented swing dancers. But then they move on. They go to like 70s
Soul Train.
Yeah, Soul Train. What is that called when you walk down the aisle?
We'll call it procession. The Soul Train TV show, they base like, it's a wedding procession. Everybody gets a little dance, but the culmination is the bride and groom. You know, they're the stars.
Is this when they do the gag where Will Smith is still black and white and everyone else is in color?
Oh yeah, they start to mess with it a little bit like that. Yeah,
dude, it's just a little bit. They should do way more of it.
Like some body horror, like a camp.
Yeah, and then they do the 80s.
They do the 80s. What I like about the 80s is this is when Will Smith was a contemporary artist. Like Will Smith has time on this earth where he was like a big rapper in the 80s.
Yeah,
right?
so like Jazzy Jeff is there.
Yeah, wearing a Fresh Prince necklace. And he actually had that exact necklace made in 1988. He had that custom made. So he broke it out for the music video. And if you watch the behind the scenes, there's footage. He's very proud of that necklace. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And
it's great.
You got to get a shot of the chain.
Real hip-hop historians will know that me and Jeff were the first group that started wearing diamonds.
All that stuff was like directly out of the archives, you know. You never let that stuff go. You can look into that.
And here's the part where the music stops and there's a
breakdown.
A little bit of plot. What's the line where
sunglasses break?
Again.
No.
It's like the time starts slowing down or something, and then there's a guy breakdancing, spinning on his head.
And Will Smith screams,
Jeff, speed this dude up before you break his neck.
Yeah, the time gizmo's screwing things up. He gets launched into the future.
The year 2222. It's just lame. It's like...
And it's not. It rules. It's great. It's Will Smith in the future, and he's got this like metal shit on his head, but he's also got a metal thing on his dick. Like
it looks like a Burger King cardboard crown. They spray painted silver and turned upside down.
He's got the headgear. He's doing robot moves. He's like walking forward like a robot. He's got his cod piece.
Real cool.
It's awesome.
I remember trying to count how old I'd be when the clock struck 12 in the year 2G.
If I told you, Ryan, that I wanted to watch a video that was about Will Smith hosting a montage of important time periods in popular music, would you think I was talking about Will 2K or 1992's Rockin' with the Chipmunks?
Rockin' with the Chipmunks.
I'm Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, your host with the most.
Yeah, Rockin' with the Chipmunks. There's some of that in this, frankly. Will Smith
That's kind of, different time periods. The whole thing is showing the longevity of the Chipmunks.
Wow, 5 decades of Will Smith.
Look up Rockin' with the Chipmunks. It's pretty...
Show some clips.
Oh, we better.
Alvin, Simon, and Theodore all for one. It's the 90s and they're still getting the job done.
So, because the Chipmunks technically started in like 1959, as soon as they got to 1990, they're like, oh, it's been 5 decades. Like, technically, there have been 5 decades containing chipmunk shit.
And Simpsons Roasted on an Open Fire came out in December, Christmas of 1989. So, by the time the Simpsons were 2 months old, they were 2 decades old. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, straight up, I don't condone this stuff, but you gotta admit the kid had good taste.
He must have been on the same record label as the Bagdasarian Corporation, who made the Chipmunks.
That one feels like a duty of some sort.
Now, Alvin, the only important member of the group, has blessed the world with his musical talent since 1958.
He puts the gas on, he puts the effort in, he's not phoning that video in. I don't know, I just thought...
I think he sucks in it.
Good night, folks. I'm out of here.
Better in that than he is the Will 2K video.
No, because I like him in the Will 2K video, because at the end he comes back from the future realm to the present day, but he's stuck black and white. So everyone at the party's staring at him like, oh my god, you're fucked up. And he doesn't know yet. So he's just like, yeah, wasn't that a great party? Everybody cheer my name.
We all know how to throw a party or what? Come on, say Will. Come on, say Will. Will.
It feels very tongue-in-cheek.
He's like Pokemon saying his own name.
Yeah,
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I think he knows how ridiculous his own brand is at this point, and I think he's making fun of himself in this music video.
I agree.
Dang!
And then he realizes, what's his line? Like, oh man, I hate being black and white.
I hate being black and white.
I found this out courtesy of that behind-the-scenes video clip that was uploaded to YouTube by WillSmithFanClub.com. That Will Smith celebrated a birthday while making that video.
Oh, that's nice.
It has a birthday vibe to it.
Everybody get back to work.
Despite all like the elaborate like dancing and special effects in that one feels more like, I just want to get friends together and just do like a Jazzy Jeff era like I know that can't have been what it was like.
Yes.
But it does not feel like the level of production of Men in Black or Wild Wild West or anything. It feels like a hangout. It feels like a hangout again.
Do you think it's ridiculous to have the terms Will 2K and Willennium printed onto the same CD case? They should act Will and gone with it, right? It's clearly Willennium.
It's Willennium.
It's clearly Willennium.
Will 2K. Will 2K is the backup album title.
The phrase Will 2K only exists because Willennium's so asinine to say, but it is wordplay.
Mm-hmm.
It is a portmanteau.
Will 2K is very close to Y2K.
Y2K is only negative connotations. It went from being like, Willennium is such a more marketable thing.
Yeah, I mean, my dad had to like fix a lot of computers to make them Will 2K compliant.
Wait, we should tell a story about your dad on Y2K. I love this story.
I've heard other people tell this exact story about their dads. But yeah, my dad was one of the dads who went down in the basement and turned off the power at the stroke of midnight while we were celebrating the turn.
While the ball dropped.
Well, the ball dropped. And the power went out. We all screamed and freaked out.
Oh, that's great.
Because we were afraid that Will 2K got up.
Welcome to his Willennium.
Slick Willy style.